Hello. I offer my hope that you and yours are well this week, although I know that some of you suffer to varying degrees with COVID. I wish you full and speedy recoveries and ask that you let us know if we can serve you in any way. The general understanding of the Omicron variant seems to be holding. That is, it appears to be milder if you're vaccinated and boosted, but the sheer volume of cases continues to strain our healthcare system. It also seems to hold that the surge might peak quickly as it has elsewhere in the world. So we have good reason to think that our suspension of worship should require only these 3 weeks. Today is the Feast of the Epiphany. The word means more or less revelation, and marks the appearance of the star to the Magi and their trek to pay homage to the Christ child. Theologically, we take at least 2 lessons from this feast. First, Christ came into the world for all people. The sign of his coming was given not just to those in Bethlehem and Judea, but to those in every land and nation. As Abraham and Sarah were promised, they and their descendants were blessed to be a blessing to the world. Epiphany marks the extension of that blessing beyond the chosen people to the Gentile nations. So we have great reason to be thankful and to be agents of that blessing ourselves. That leads to the second theological lesson. Whoever we are, God came into the world for us in Jesus and deserves our thanks and praise. As the Magi brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, we too are to give our best to God and for the sake of the world God loves so much. However limited we think we are, we have gifts, talents, time to offer. Perhaps you can hear the hymn coming. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. What I can, I give him. Give him my heart. Unfortunately, this feast day has been connected to a terrible act of violence in the attack on the nation's capital last year. We grieve the loss of those who died in and from that attack, and give thanks that our democracy has, thus far, withstood that assault. But, as I know you've heard someone say, democracy is a fragile thing and requires the best from all of us. We're all made in God's image, and while nothing in this world is perfect, democracy offers its citizens, all bearers of the image of God, the opportunity to flourish and exercise their gifts and to determine their destinies more fully than any other way we've come upon. Democracy is a blessing and one worthy of our vigilance in protecting. In the Thanksgiving for National Life in the prayer book, the prayer leader says, "We thank you for the torch of liberty which has been lit in this land. It has drawn people from every nation, though we have often hidden from its light." And we respond, "Enlighten us." A great light drew those Magi. I hope that torch of liberty will inspire in us courage and wisdom and generosity and sacrifice as we forge a democratic future together.